Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from simpleprogrammer.com. So I got another book review for you today. This time I'm going to be talking about a book that I've been waiting for a while that did not disappoint me. It is a manly book. So if you're not looking for a manly book, then you might want to look a different direction. It's actually by one of my favorite authors who wrote a book that I really liked called The Way of Men, which you can check out here. His name is Jack Donovan. And I don't think I did a book review on The Way of Men. I might have. I can't remember now. But I definitely read that book a couple of times. It's a very good book for masculinity. If you are having trouble with this or struggling with this, or you want to find out more about it, you can check out the playlist I have, of course, on being more of a man and attracting women. Yes, that is some of the content that I produce here at Simple Programmer. Shocking to some of you. But you know what? The reason why I do it is because some of you need that advice, and I am not going to ignore a good portion of my audience that could utilize that advice. I know some of you don't because you're already masculine, barbarian men, but the book I'm talking about today is called Becoming a Barbarian. You can check it out here. I actually got the Kindle version for this one. I did not listen to the audio, but apparently there is an audio version of it. I had pre-ordered this book when I heard this was coming out because, like I said, The Way of Men was a very good book. It very much talked about some things that need to be talked about. This book follows the same suit. It does not hide. It does not shine smoke. It doesn't blow smoke up your ass. It tells you how it is. And some of these truths are painful. Some of them would be cringeworthy to some of you that are like, oh, I can't believe he said that. But, you know, they're the truth, and that's the thing is he speaks the truth. It doesn't matter if it's going to be popular or not. Of course, this kind of truth will be popular with many of you who subscribe to this channel, and it was extremely popular with me. I found myself highlighting a ton of this book, a lot more than any other book, just because there's so many great quotable pieces in there that I may actually use to do some videos. So what is this book about? Is it actually about grabbing an axe and becoming a barbarian? No, not exactly. It's really about basically this idea that the civilized world that we live in today, especially the Western civilization, that we have become sort of politically correct. We've become citizens of the world, and that there's no place for a actual real masculine man in this world if he chooses to become one of these citizens that chooses to identify and wrap up his identity with this sort of faceless empire that Jack calls in the book, that this sort of consumer type of ID where we are concerned with everyone in the world and hurting everyone's feelings, and so we're very ineffective. We're actually not helping anyone. We're actually not very effective at all, and we're not operating the way that we're supposed to. We're afraid of stereotypes. We're afraid to say things that are possibly offensive to people. We're governed by this universal morality, which is a morality that is very difficult to apply because when it's universally applied, it doesn't help anyone in particular situations. So he talks about this idea of, you know, finding some meaning and purpose in this sort of emasculated, empty, modern world, and where it comes into the tribal nature of human beings, especially of men, that we have to reconnect with in order to be effective in our lives, and that we need to like find our tribes and care about specifically helping those people and taking care of our own rather than worrying about what happens all over the world. We can't possibly care about everyone in the world, and that's a waste of time. It's a waste of effort. It doesn't help anyone, but that's what we're sort of being compelled to do by modern society. So it's a really good book. Like I said, I don't want to, you know, give away too much of it, but it's definitely a book that I highly recommend that you read. It has a lot of really good quotable passages in there, a really good synopsis on modern day society and the downfalls of it and some of the things to avoid here. I want to take a look here at the table of contents to see if I missed anything. He talks about what true freedom is, right? And I think that's really important to many of you. Again, it's really hard to describe the content of this book just because it's so, you got to read it in context, right? What he's saying. He makes some very good arguments and he sets it up so that you can understand what he's talking about. It's a very good political discourse. I would say that you got to read. I feel like this is like a must read because it's so good. Anyway, you can check it out here. It's called Becoming a Barbarian. It's by Jack Donovan. And if you want to get all my book reviews, I sort of filter books. I take the best books and I give you reviews on those, the best. So you're technically getting the best of the best. Definitely click the playlist here and you can check out all the reviews, and also click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and you'll get all these book reviews. You'll also get a lot of career, financial, fitness, everything advice here on this channel, everything that's going to help you to live a better life and to be empowered and to be your best. So definitely click the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.